Hey everyone, my name's Kevin Handlin. I go by Skyburial on Nugget Bridge and Twitter, and you're watching my VGC 2016 laddering series, Spire to the Sky. We're not going to be making Spire to the Sky for a little bit here, so it looks like the season's about to come to a close, and the reason I say that is because the Pokemon Company is changing up the rules for the special ladder on Battle Spot. Sorry, I lost my train of thought there. So they're changing it to be the Flash Clash, which is like really fast singles. You only get to pick one Pokemon if memory serves me right, and that's not really the kind of play that I like to do. That's not really the format that I enjoy, and so and really I want this to be like a VGC practice. And so it looks like we're probably not going to be resuming Spire to the Sky until October at the latest. And really then we're going to be at that point ramping up for my Let's Play, like my YouTube playthrough of Pokemon Sun, which is going to be really cool. I've been talking to some friends, and we're definitely going to have it be a bit of a different flavor from your standard Let's Play. So I would encourage you to look out for that, and in the meantime, we're going to be doing our Sinnoh Classic practice and playing the Sinnoh Classic, not this weekend, but next weekend. And then I'm also going to be filling in with VGC Versus, hopefully with some fellow Poketubers, so that'll be really cool. Definitely going to have plenty of content for you guys. And then we're looking to take a break from the channel in August. The reason being that I'm going to be on the road with Dreadnought on a tour. We're coming to Seattle and Portland and a lot of other areas in the northwest side of the U.S. So I'm pretty excited about that. Actually, I'm really excited about that. We're touring with a band called Ford Theater Reunion. They're like this really cool. I guess you'd call it. What's the term I'm thinking of? They're kind of like the goddamn Gallows, and it's psychobilly. That's what I'm trying to think of. They're kind of like a psychobilly, like circus punk band. So that'll be really fun. Check them out. I'll link to their music in the description, and I'll also link to my own band in the description. I know I've mentioned the name of it a couple times, so you guys can check that out a little later. We're gonna go ahead and hop on the ladder with our team that we've been using. I'm really enjoying X-Ray, particularly this variant of it. Tried it out with a Raichu, didn't really like it. Tried it out with, I didn't try it out with Thundurus actually, but I don't know. I haven't really enjoyed Thundurus in this format so far. I know a lot of people really like it. I used it right out of the beginning. Oh, cool. This is a cool team. I really like seeing Raichu and Ferrothorn on a team together. It makes it really hard to work with Xerneas and Smeargle. There's a lot of threat to Xerneas on this team, so I think I'm going to lead with Weavile and Rayquaza. I don't think that he's going to bring his Raichu because of the Weavile. Because Weavile kind of makes Raichu a little bit useless. Let's see, what else is looking good here? I might do Xerneas and Smeargle in the back. He doesn't have a Smeargle, so that makes Smeargle pretty cool here. But then again, other than Kyogre, his entire team is going to rely on physical attacks to take out my Xerneas, so I might want to do Gyarados. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. Gyarados is going to work really well against that Ho-Oh as long as we keep the weather in our favor. So I think I'll go Xerneas and Gyarados in the back. That looks pretty good. Let's do it. Alright, go team. So my guess is that he's going to lead Salamence Bronzong. That's a really solid lead. And we're just going to fake out the Salamence and overheat the Bronzong. That tends to work out really well. So let's see how this goes. Oh, he leads with Raichu. Okay, so we're looking alright. We are looking alright, guys. Let's see how this looks. Okay, so he does Primal Evolve, or Primal Revert, rather. So he's not a Scarf Kyogre, which is great. If I am my opponent here, I fake out my Rayquaza and go for either an Ice Beam on Rayquaza or an Origin Pulse or like a Water Spout. So I think I'll go ahead and Dragon Ascent the Kyogre, and I will fake out the Raichu. Feeling really, really good about this. I mean, unless it's a Scarf Raichu, it's not going to outspeed my Weavile's fake out. And you don't see many. I haven't seen a Scarf Raichu yet, so knock on wood. Hopefully I don't. Okay, cool. So our fake out does go first. I'm not just psyching myself out with that. And we're gonna get a big Dragon Ascent off against this Kyogre. Sometimes it'll take it out, but he'll probably live this. And then, oh nope, we just take it out. All right, cool. So game's looking really good so far, fam. I think in this next turn, what I do is I knock off the Raichu and hit whatever's coming in. Okay, so Salamence comes in. Okay, I think I actually want to take Delta Stream away. So I will go ahead and I don't think this Raichu can take me out. So I'll go ahead and bring in Gyarados. He's not really that pivotal, so if my opponent Volt Tackles it, then yeah, he's going to take it out. However, he's also going to lose his Salamence if he does that. So, we'll see. Protect Volt Tackle, maybe? I don't know. My Weavile's Focus Sash is still intact, so I feel good about that. Yeah, let's see how this goes. We're going to get a nice Intimidate off here. So that already means that Gyarados is putting in work, and I actually used to really like Raichu and Salamence. It's one of my favorite combos. Specifically, I really like having Raichu, Salamence, and Talonflame on the same team. If, like, Bagon ends up being in the Alola decks, then I will probably end up using those three in VGC 2016. I don't know, or 2017. It would be really cool. Okay, so he goes for an Encore and wants us to go for another Icicle Crash. So, yeah, we can go ahead and do that. That sounds fine. So, I think on this next turn, he's going to go ahead and Protect or something like that. I'm going to go for an Icicle Crash on his Raichu because I'm not really scared of what he can do. And I think I will switch my Xerneas in. And I'll go ahead and Icicle Crash the Raichu. Really, the Raichu is the only thing that's giving me a hard time. This Salamence is already in extreme speed range, so I'm not too worried about it. And my Weavile still has a Sash intact 3 turns later, so yeah, okay, cool. So he goes for Protect, so he's probably going to Volt Tackle into my Gyarados slot. Maybe we take him out with this Icicle Crash. We don't. That's fine. Oh, so he's a special Raichu. That's interesting. Alright, so this turn we're going to go ahead and switch back into Gyarados. And I think we'll go ahead and... I mean, we're Encored, so we have to keep Icicle Crashing. My Weavile's Focus Sash is meanwhile still very much intact. And we have taken away this guy's attack boost. So, yeah, feeling good about this again. Alright, cool. So he's still back at -1. He gets that double edge off. That still does a lot of damage. Wow. And we get our Citrus Berry recovery, so that's cool. Maybe he's going to nuzzle my Gyarados. Okay, and we get this Icicle Crash off, and we take out the Salamence. No Icicle Crash misses yet, so that's really cool. I think my Encore actually expires this turn if I've been counting, turns correctly. Okay, and he Thunderbolts Weavile. Alright, cool. So that's fine, we'll take that. And then I think Ho-Oh's gonna come in. Yeah, and it does. Okay, cool. So Xerneas is kind of useless right now. I think I will go ahead and my I really want to cycle this Intimidate and make this OO a little less useful. So we'll go ahead and bring Xerneas in again, and I will Icicle Crash the Raichu. This might end up being our first Icicle Crash miss. And if that happens, I don't mind at all. Weavile's really been an awesome pivot this entire, well, I mean a cornerstone of the team this entire battle, so feeling alright about that. Oh, and he has Protect. Okay, cool. So he's going to go ahead and maybe set up a Tailwind. Okay, cool. So he goes for a Tailwind. I don't really think it matters at this point. My Encore's over, so I can go ahead and Moonblast the Raichu, and I will go ahead and try to knock it off, and if he Encores us into Icicle Crash again, that's fine. So, alright, so he goes for a Thunderbolt into Xerneas, and that's cool. I've got a pretty bulky Xerneas. Alright, and he goes for, oh, finally taking that Weavile out. Oh man, that thing was annoying, right, fam? Sorry, I don't mean to sound condescending to my opponent, but I'm sure he was pretty annoyed with my Weavile. So, we're gonna go ahead and bring Gyarados in here, and yeah, I don't feel bad about that play at all, and then, I think we will just go for a Double Protect this turn. I might Thunderbolt it, or Thunder Wave it actually, that sounds okay. Yeah, Thunder Wave sounds fine. Let's see. Yep. It's intimidated. Okay, cool. So I went for a Sacred Fire. We get this Thunder Wave off. So that's looking pretty good. I think this next turn I'm just going to bring in Ray and Waterfall. So, yep. We'll just go ahead and do that. Yep. Okay, so he forfeits. Cool. So, yeah, good game, Guardy. Really enjoyed that, and we're solidifying our foothold in the 1600s, which is cool. Hoping for a really strong finish on this season, maybe in the 1700s. That would be pretty cool. We definitely don't have a lot of time left, so I actually did a few battles off screen. Just because I really want to enjoy this format while it's still around, this format on the special ladder. So let's go ahead and let's head on to battle 2. Yep. And that was actually really cool that his Salamence lived that. A lot of them don't live the intimidated Icicle Crash. So yeah, that was a really fun battle. I enjoyed that a lot. Let us see. So we get matched up against AAROCK again. Oh, actually, he's a veteran of this channel. Cool. I really like this team. I think he's gonna go. Was AAROCK the guy who did the like the discharge with the Lightning Rod Raichu last time? I think he was. So I think this time I want to lead Xerneas and Weavile, and we can go ahead and in that first turn we can fake out the. Actually, you know what is looking even better is Landorus. Landorus actually looks surprisingly good. So maybe Landorus and Weavile. I don't think he has any Intimidators, so that's looking solid. We'll put Rayquaza in the back since it outspeeds his whole team after it Mega Evolves. And then I am obviously not bringing Gyarados. I think Xerneas looks pretty good. We'll go with that. Alright, cool. So, if he plays similarly last time, then he'll lead with Zapdos and Raichu. Really heavy on the Sun options here. Alright, so he's Charizard and Typhlosion. We're definitely gonna go for a Rock Slide this turn. Yeah, let's see. I think I want to fake out the Typhlosion. If anything is Scarf, I think it will be that Typhlosion, and he goes for like an Eruption this turn or something like that. So I will start by faking out the Typhlosion and going for a Rock Slide. That sounds really, really good. If he switches in Zapdos, that's fine. If he switches in Raichu, we break its Sash. Alright, cool. So this is looking like it's going to be a big turn so far. Maybe we see some goodness here. Cool. So he didn't protect his Charizard, so this is going to be a really, really good... Oh! He outspeeds my Landorus. That's interesting. So that does a bunch of damage to my Weavile. We get this Rock Slide off. It looks like it hit both, so that's going to hurt a lot. I'm surprised that... I wonder... Do I not know my Charizards correctly? I thought that Landorus Jolly would outspeed that. Yeah, that's weird. I wonder... I'm gonna check that really quick, actually. But yeah, so we've got a really cool turn 1 lead there. Alright, if I'm my opponent here, then what I do is fake out Weavile to take it out, and go for... Or maybe fake out Landorus? Either way, I've got to keep my positioning in mind here. I think I will knock off this Raichu and Rock Slide again. If he fakes out my Weavile, that's fine. Weavile has already done its job and put in massive amounts of work. And otherwise we get to break a Sash, we get to do some stuff. He fakes out Landorus. Okay, cool. So we get to knock off on this Raichu for a big chunk of damage. That's awesome. And he's probably going to erupt. Okay, he erupts. Alright, cool. So that's fine. I've already got like a huge chunk of momentum built up. I don't think that my opponent can come back from this. I think on this next turn, what I am going to do is extreme speed the Raichu, and I'll go ahead and do I want to extreme speed the Raichu? Maybe what I do is, because this Raichu outspeeds us right now, I think this turn I double protect. Nah, this turn what I'm gonna do is protect you and Moonblast the Raichu. Yeah, gonna do that. That sounds like the safest play. If he paralyzes our Xerneas, that's fine. We already have the weather advantage. It should be able to chunk out an eruption pretty well. If he faints and erupts, then really cool play, I guess, and we won't take too much damage, I don't think. Alright, cool, so he just Thunderbolts. Interesting that we fought 2 special Raichus today. They're kind of uncommon, so yeah. Alright, cool, so he just erupts again. I don't think that this I don't think that this Groudon is going to be able to beat Rayquaza in the one-on-one, but we have demonstrated that we outspeed it right now, so I think it might be like a modest set, because our Xerneas is definitely modest. This turn, just to stay safe, I'll go ahead and Extreme Speed and Moonblast. Don't want to get knocked out in the chance that like his eruption does like enough when my defenses are lowered, and if in case that Dragon Ascent doesn't KO or anything like that. So alright, cool, so now it's in range of Dragon Ascent, so that's looking okay. Cool, and maybe my Xerneas gets taken out here. Okay, and Xerneas lives because we've got a nice little bulky Xerneas. But this guy's definitely in range of Dragon Ascent and Moonblast now, so we'll just go ahead and take him out, and he forfeits. Alright, cool. So we're only looking at 20 minutes right now. I kind of want to maximize on... Oh, by the way, thank you, AAROCK. I will be shouting out to you right now because you're a veteran on the channel, and we've battled you a couple times, and I'm really digging. having you on the channel again. Bummer you didn't bring your Zapdos for those just charge shenanigans. So I will go ahead and do a rare treat and give you guys a third battle, and if this ends up being like a really long video, then that's just how it's gonna be. Oh, and my DS is dying, so I will go ahead and plug it in here. Cool. Let's do that. Cool. Alright. Charging the DS. One more battle. And I'm actually, ooh, so we're 1634 right now, that's okay. And I'm gonna go ahead and grab another song here. Alright, so we get matched up against another 1500s player, so that's fine. I really want to start getting paired up, but sometimes you don't get that. Smeargle's looking really good here for the Smeargle Wars. I really like how Gyarados looks here. He doesn't have much in the way of challenging it. Weavile looks really good here for the Mewtwo. I kind of want to bring all my Pokemon, honestly. Let's see. He's got 4 things that he can use to take out my Rayquaza, so maybe this time we just bring Xerneas and friends? That actually sounds pretty great. And then Xerneas Gyarados sounds really good. Rayquaza Gyarados sounds alright. Double Intimidate sounds okay. I think I want to lead Xerneas Gyarados. Sounds alright. And then we'll go ahead and bring Smeargle and Weavile or Rayquaza. Weavile is so good against both of his biggest threats, so I think I will bring Weavile. Might regret this, we shall see. So, really this game is looking like it's going to be dedicated to just kind of like protecting my Xerneas. So we're going to try to cycle Intimidates early, we're going to see if we can get some Thunder Waves up. All of these sound like stuff that I want to do. So he leads Suicune and Mawile, and that's fine. I think what I want to do in this turn is Thunder Wave the Mawile, or do I want it to sleep later? So this is an interesting choice, but I think what I like here is I'll go ahead and protect and Icy Wind maybe? Yeah, I like that. I think he notices that I don't have Fake Out, so he's going to go ahead and go for like the Iron Head right away on my Xerneas, and probably a Tailwind. Maybe a Snarl, in case that doesn't get the KO. But yeah, we're just going to go for this Icy Wind here. Make this Mawile a little less useful in Tailwind, and okay, so it just scalds. It looks like it scalds my Gyarados. It's not going to do much. Maybe it gets burned, maybe it doesn't. It burns. Okay, cool. So we're just looking at a utility Gyarados right now. He didn't go for a Tailwind, so I think on this next turn what I'm going to do is bring Smeargle in, and I'll go ahead and, sorry about that weirdness guys, I might have like tripped my wire here or something like that. I'll go ahead and go for another Icy Wind just to make sure that his Tailwind is ineffective. And if we're lucky, then we'll get to set up Dark Void next turn, and if we're not, then we will paralyze something. So let's see. Alright, so he goes for the Tailwind, so that's cool. And I think after the Intimidate that Smeargle might survive this Iron Head. let's see. Oh, maybe not. Nope. Okay. So I was very wrong. And I think what we will do here is we'll go ahead and switch Gyarados into Weavile. I might lose this. I probably should have brought Rayquaza for this Mawile. But yeah, I think this turn I Geomancy and switch into Weavile. Yeah, I like that. He might double into my Xerneas. That Iron Head did a lot, so I think it's a max attack Mawile, just because I do have bulk investment on my Smeargle. Let's see. Alright, so he goes for an Ice Beam into Weavile. Okay, so we'll resist that. And then an Iron Head into Xerneas. Alright, cool. So we're looking okay. I think that this next turn what I do is go for Dazzling Gleam and fake out the Mawile. Okay, and he lets us fake him out, so that's pretty cool. Maybe we get to bring this game back. I don't know. And it looks like he was going for a Sucker Punch based off of the way the order that all happened. So I think he scalds my Weavile. Yeah, okay, maybe my Weavile gets burned too. Okay, it doesn't. So that's cool. I think here what I will do is go for another Dazzling Gleam and switch into Gyarados again. Preserve that fake out pressure, live that Sucker Punch. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I like that a lot. This is shaping up to be a bit of a longer episode, so thanks for sticking in, guys. Let's see what Suicune does. Maybe he goes for a Snarl? Man, I miss Suicune. That would be a really cool thing to see come back. Okay, so he Scalds Xerneas. Maybe gets the burn? No, he doesn't. Okay, so that's really fortunate. But Xerneas might be in Sucker Punch range right now. Oh man. So I think I will Dazzle again and switch back into Weavile. Maybe Protect would have been better, but then you could just set up Tailwind again. Okay, so let's see if we live this Sucker Punch. Alright, and we do. So this game's going alright. We've got Fake Out on the next turn, so that's looking pretty cool. Yeah. So it's going to be a call because he can Extreme Speed my Xerneas. It's well within range of an Extreme Speed, but if he does that, then he's leaving himself vulnerable to Fake Out. Oh, maybe he brought... Okay, so he didn't even bring Rayquaza. So we're looking alright. On this turn, I think what I will do is I will Moonblast the Mewtwo and fake out the Smeargle. I don't want to see any like fake out trades or anything like that. So that's what we're going for. And it can't Mega Evolve, so it's probably a Life Orb Mewtwo or Focus Sash maybe. It doesn't get any priority to my knowledge. So pretty safe play. Yeah, really liking that turn. It's going to outspeed my Weavile, so yeah. Alright, cool. So I think he probably went for a Fake Out. Let's see here. He didn't go for a Fake Out. So this Moonblast is, yeah, going to take out this Mewtwo. And Smeargle flinches, so that's looking good. Defense goes up, so we don't see a speed increase. That's awesome. So I think on this next turn, I'm just going to go for a Moonblast and a Feint. Okay, cool. So we see our third forfeiture of the episode today, guys. So that's fine. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here and make some sangria and get this thing uploaded. My best friend and possibly my little sister, who's about to leave for Japan for the foreseeable future, is they're coming over tomorrow for some morning beverages, some bevies in the Arvo. So we'll be getting a couple more uploads this week and hopefully making the most out of these last few days of Battle Spot Season 16. Which is going to only be going on until the 18th. So, yeah, I've been really enjoying this series with you guys, and thanks for tuning in and watching Spire to the Sky. And, yeah, stay tuned for the rest of the content coming up on this channel. Take care, and, yeah, thanks for watching.